Hey, what's going on? It's your guy Rocky from Rocks.RC hitting you guys with another video today. So today we got on Rock's block, we have the Vanquish Fordyce. This is a RTR from Vanquish. Beautiful looking truck. If you haven't checked out the Vanquish vehicles yet, definitely check them out. Vanquish makes quality made vehicles. I was actually in the hobby shop one day and one of the guys had questioned me like, "You're buying a Vanquish?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I thought Traxxas and Axial was the best crawler. And I had to tell him, listen, you know what? They all have their pros and cons. Let's get this box open and let's see what we do have. I wanted the gray color, but Maine didn't have the gray color available anymore. So we went with blue. All right, YouTube, what do we get in the box with the Fordyce? We get this beautiful looking manual. You do get some extra stickers. All right, they do give us some extra bits and pieces. So they do give us extra batteries. All right, looks like their VT1 transmitter from Vanquish. It does come with a screen. And just to show you how the remote works or how to actually load the batteries. So you have to actually, there's a little button here. And you see how it just, the top half pushed off. And you have this piece here. Flip that up. You can load your batteries in here. Put the cap back on, obviously. And then make sure you align everything accordingly. Make sure you push up a little bit on this piece, because if not, it's not. There you go, see? There you go. Let's take a look at this beautiful truck. This thing looks awesome. Definitely gonna put some headlights and some taillights in this thing, because I think I'm gonna make this like my dedicated trail truck, or at least one of my dedicated trail trucks. You know how that goes, right? You can't just have one. All right, let's take the plastic off and let's take a look at the body. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This thing is beautiful. Nice. Show you guys underneath. So this is a straight axle vehicle. You have your standard 4-link in the rear. So the upper links are a little bit lighter. So the outside diameter is a lot wider on this than it is on the upper links. Same thing in the front. You have a 3-link in the front. So same thing in the front. The outside diameter of the links are a lot thicker or wider than the upper link here. Check out that steering angle. Almost a 45-degree angle right there. Very, very good steering. All right, let's see if I can show you guys the motor. So you got the motor is actually right tucked in here. It's like peeking through right here. Literally all the way at the bottom. They give us incision shocks all the way around. They are adjustable and they are aluminum. These realistic looking axles. They give us this faux fuel cell in the rear. All right, let's take the body off. Let's see what it looks like underneath, right? Pretty similar to the VS4-10 with the clips in the rear. All right, so once you take the body clips out from the rear here, the body swivels forward. So after it swivels up, you can have access to your battery. Oh, matter of fact, let's take the rest of this body off. Take the rod out of the front and this body clip, and you can remove the body. And you have full access to the upper part of the chassis. Okay, so the body's off. Now we have access or complete access to the top half of the chassis. We have the fuel cell or full fuel cell in here in the rear. Gives us some nice bracing here throughout the chassis to keep the chassis rigid or stiff. You have your battery tray here. You have your brushed ESC. You have your Vanquish VR1 receiver. Okay, they also give us a 35 turn brushed motor from Vanquish. They give us the scale looking transmission. They have another mount here for another servo if need be. You have your faux radiator and fans in the rear. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but you got your faux fans in the rear in the back of the radiator. So they give us the VS1 steering servo, and it does come with a metal horn. So they give us a high clearance bumper in the front also, and they also give us a cutout for the fare lead. They also give us a high clearance rear bumper. These are Wild Peak MTs. These are also officially licensed. I believe these are the 4.65 size tires. These are 1.9s, and I believe these are bead locks. Yes, they actually are bead locks. So these tires are picking up crazy dirt. I definitely wouldn't recommend these tires for some wet dirt. Look at that. Tires are slipping. Not bad. Get it? Nope. I know it's not dark yet, but you know what? I think the lights would be a nice addition. Let's turn some headlights on. Let's take a look at it. All right there, YouTube, I put the headlights in for us and tail lights in the Fordyce. Hopefully everybody likes the headlights and tail lights. All right, let's do some trailing. It's not dark enough yet, but I figured it's just getting dark enough to where we could actually see the tail lights and the headlights and stuff, so. Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? So I figured I'd give you guys my final review on the Vanquish Fordyce. So honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely a great truck. You know, I did a little trailing with it. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. For trailing, I feel like the tires are a little too soft. And the treads are a little bit too close for it to like kind of get mud out of the tread basically. The truck performs well, but stock out the box, it definitely needs a little weight down low. I ran it with the stock system, so it was brush motor, brushed ESC. The drag brake was okay. It did its job. I can say that. The suspension felt pretty decent. You know, I can't complain about that. Just like I said, just the tires and the wheels. You know, that's the only thing I could say that, you know, that's gonna be my next upgrade. The tires and the wheels, I'm definitely gonna upgrade that. Little by little, we'll see, you know, the progression of how the vehicle handles, you know, but definitely just pick this one up just to do basically trailing with, you know, here and there. If I want to do some rock rolling with, I'll take this thing out, but this is my dedicated Vanquish for trailing, you know. I picked up the Vanquish VS4-10, the Phoenix, the RTR with the straight axle. Check that video out. I just picked it up, you know, just as a shelf queen, but I love Vanquish. Definitely another great drop from Vanquish. If you haven't picked one up yet, definitely check it out for $459. I believe $459, right? $459. You know, you're getting a great truck. So this is like the base camp for Vanquish. Simplified vehicle, but works really good. So you can't beat this. B-locks already all the way around. Scale, I believe Falcon tires all the way around also. Scale looking transmission. Motor and ESC, they work really well from out the box. Get the quality from Vanquish, so you definitely, like I said, getting a great vehicle if you do buy something like this. But all right, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing. Thank you very much, because I see my numbers have went up astronomically again. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy your friends, your family, and whatever RC car you have. All right, so you got Rocky from Rockside RC. Catch you on the next one. Rockside out.